Hello, my lovely peaches. How are you? It's September 11th, 2020. Why I wanted to pop on a video was because in the last recent days, I have been thinking about how much happier I am having revealed a truth that I never was brave enough or willing to be intimate and honest and genuine enough to reveal to someone about how much, how deeply, how intensely I had loved that person. And I always had been afraid of rejection. Underlying the fear of rejection was really the belief that I'm not worthy, that I was disqualified from being a good partner to this person. Therefore, I didn't really feel like that it was my place to even say, wow, I'm so in love with you. And Matthew Hussey had posted a few days ago 2 words with the greater than symbol in the middle. One on one side said regret, and it said regret is greater than rejection, meaning you will regret not doing something out of fear of rejection more than you will regret doing it and being rejected. So in my case, I had been so afraid and unable and so lacking in belief of my own worthiness that I never, up until I finally had shared how much I loved this person. And it was such a deep regret, so much so that the other day I saw something. If you were to die tomorrow, what would you deeply regret? And what popped into my mind instantly was how I regretted so deeply, for so intensely, I regretted not having shared the truth of my real feelings for Val with Val. And the power of that Matthew Hussey statement, the truth of that regret is greater of a pain than rejection. It's 1,000% true in my experience, because I feel so relieved and so released, and I feel so much lighter, and I feel so much more genuine, and I feel so much authenticity in how I've showed up in the last couple of years. I have indeedly been rejected, but my heart is relieved. What I'm here to say on this video is overshare. Take the chance to overshare and deal with rejection over. Part of my regret was so immense because of the what if syndrome that tortured me, which said, what if he rejected you because you were inauthentic? What if he rejected you because you never told him the truth about how you feel? What if he said those things because you had never actually shown your true feelings and vulnerability? What if you die and he never knows? What if you tell him these things and it doesn't fucking make him blink or lose one wink of sleep or have a thought any different than any other thoughts that he'd ever have? What if you tell him and he wishes you didn't? What if he's like, what are you talking about? What if? It doesn't matter, because I'm dying inside with this regret of not ever having shared how I feel, and now that it's too little, too late, and it won't matter anyway. It matters to me, because me having been that inauthentic was killing me. And now I feel so much lighter and released, even in the face of the reality that I've shared with him, and it did not incite him into, oh wow, a bluebird, a blue jay. His eyes are blue. Oh, how sweet. It hasn't yet. In my now manifesting reality of right now today, has not incited him to reconnect with me, rekindle romance, love, intentional building, partnerships, all that stuff. But when I heard that person say, if you knew you were going to die tomorrow, what would be your biggest regret? The fact that was what popped into my heart, like, oh my God, not having ever told that man how significant and important and special and amazing he is to me has been killing me. It's been the biggest regret of my life. And even if he knows it and he's just like, okay, ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string, I'm released, I'm healed, I'm genuine. I would rather be rejected for my authentic, genuine self any day and every day than walk around pretending to be someone I'm not, hiding my true feelings, pretending I don't feel what I feel. And here I am with him showing up in what seems to be the absolute confirmation of the ridiculousness, the absolute ridiculousness of those so-called angels and their so-called visions and all that stuff. But even with that, I can say all my regret is gone. My regret has been replaced with relief and the feeling of a genuine authenticity of who I am being in this world, and that being a magical miracle. I finally had the guts and the self-worth to share wherewithal and the respect for myself and my authentic experience. And I certainly feel a million billion pounds lighter having released the regret of never sharing my truth and being okay with, you've rejected me, but at least you rejected the real me instead of a false me that now can play the what if game for the rest of my life in regret, spinning and spinning and spinning. What if, what if, what if? Now it's a different feeling. I'm happy that you're happy now, and I don't want to disrupt your life, but I just want to not live with the regret of never sharing with you that bop, 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 bop. So you have to make your own call, but this is definitely to encourage you that if there's some regret that you're holding on to and you're afraid of it, you're afraid of sharing and revealing yourself because you don't think you're worthy, or you didn't used to think you were worthy, or because the person will reject you, or they already did reject you. And you do it because you know that you living inauthentically means that person is living inauthentically. So, you know, this is one thing that just kills me when people are like, I don't want to hurt this person. I don't want to hurt person, I don't want to hurt this SP by telling them my truth because that's going to shatter their false sense of reality and that's going to hurt them. So let me just keep letting them live in a false sense of reality for a much longer extended amount of time, which of course is going to hurt them longer, bigger, grander. The longer you go with being inauthentic and the more involved you get into a lifestyle of inauthenticity, the harder and more destructive and more painful and more explosive it is for you to finally disentangle yourself from that and get to your authentic self. But again, this is to encourage you that however earth-shattering the tsunami of your earthquake, volcano truth may be, again, it's better to live with the rejection of, I've shared my authentic truth, I've shared my genuine self, and this person rejected me, than to live with the regret of the what-ifing for the rest of your life and the bigger pain of never being authentic and never giving that person the opportunity to know the truth of you, even if they reject you. At least he knows that I've tried to communicate that. He may not have faith in that. He may not think I really loved him. He may have his own issues about that make him believe something like she's just obsessed with a fantasy of the past that wasn't even real, and she thinks she loves me, but she doesn't even know what she's talking about. He could think that, and that is his right. And guess what? I don't even care if that's what he perceives it to be, because I have released the regret. I have owned my truth. And I have offered my authentic, real self. And even in being rejected, in that, I don't regret it. In fact, almost every day I wake up smiling inside that I really finally told him the truth. And that is a miracle. So this is my wish for you, that you take this day to seriously consider authentically and genuinely releasing regret by talking to the person you might need to talk to, whatever tiny speck of a movement that you can make towards releasing that regret, or monumental leap to the next level, the quantum leap to another dimension. However big or small, the moving towards releasing your regret by becoming your more authentic and genuine self, I encourage you to take those steps. The heavy regret that was killing me from the inside has been released, and the rejection that I'm facing from him not desiring me is nothing compared to the intensity of the relief that I feel having finally been genuine. And may you find some sincerity in your heart and your life today. This me sitting in my little pantry office closet. See you next time, my lovely peaches.